Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you to this evening's presentation designed for our guests who have not joined the business yet and want to have a look at the business for the very first time. Or maybe there are prospects who have seen the presentation before, but they want to look at it again to have a different eye. Or you're a distributor who has joined the business and you want to really get fired up to get the business moving. So I want to welcome all of you very much to this presentation. My name is Pascal Oloo. I've been a distributor for this business in this company for the last 27 years. And the reason why Betty and I started this business is very, very simple. We started this business to make an extra $200 a month. And when we started, our goal was not to make a lot of money. Our goal was to earn an extra $200. But after 7 months of very hard work, our income reached $1,000. And as they said, the rest is history. We are very excited. We started the business, and the business grew fairly quickly. And after 3 years of doing the business part-time, the income from our business was about 3 times my salary, and then I fired my boss. So if you're a guest, just pay attention. What is the role of our business? What is really the mission of our company? The mission of our company is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. Before I go on, I'm very excited about the last weekend. We had our convention in Pretoria. And those of you who are in East Africa, make sure you don't miss the convention in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Okay? So, Betty and I started because we want to make extra money. That extra money became quite a bit of money. It enabled me to leave my job and become a full-time distributor. It enabled Betty and I to become full-time parents also. And we must say God has blessed our business, and we've met really, really fantastic people from across Africa, and some in Europe and some in the US. So, what is this business that we do? Before I get into describing what the business is, I just want to share with you the 4 ways that people use to generate income. The first is called a job, which is when you work for somebody. At the end of the month, they pay you a salary. And a job is good because at least you have money to put food on the table, to have a roof over your head, and to have clothes on your back. But there are challenges with employment. You know, this morning I was listening to an interview by Anthony Robbins. Anthony Robbins is one of the top world trend studies. He studies trends and patterns. By the year 2040, half of all the jobs in the world will have disappeared because of artificial intelligence and technology. So if you have a job, what that means is that there are 50% chances that you won't have a job by 2040. So if you have a job, you really better think very, very carefully about your future. The second way that people use to generate income is self-employment. That is when you get capital, you borrow money, get your life savings, you invest in a business or to provide a product or a service to the public. But the challenge with self-employment is that if you're not there, the business doesn't grow. If you fall sick, if you need to go for leave, if you need to attend to family issues, it means you need to get somebody who understands what you do and somebody whom you trust so that your business can grow. I think most people who become self-employed after working for 3, 4, 5, 6 months realize that they don't really own the business owns them for the very simple reason they can't get away from it. If you want to know you own a business or not, go away from that business for a period of 30 days or 60 days. If the business collapses, you don't own the business owns you. The third way that people use to generate income is big business. Now, big business are people who invest huge capital, they invest a lot of money, they employ a lot of people. And with a lot of people, also, you have a lot of labor problems. The ordinary person in the street does not have the wherewithal to be able to get that level of capital to invest in big business. The fourth where the people use to generate income is investment. This is when you have money, extra money, which is over and above what you need. You invest in a product or a business that gives you a return on your investment. Two things are needed: knowledge and skill of investment. But most people, after they've invested, the only thing they want to do is to get a return off their investment, not even a return on their investment, because sometimes the investment doesn't go as thought or planned. But the question is there an ideal business? Is there a criteria you can use to say this is an ideal business, that if I actually spend time looking for a business with this following criteria, I've got an ideal business for building wealth? I think it needs to have the following elements. Number one, you need very low capital to start. In our business, you need between $60 and $100 to start a global business. And that is very exciting, because the ordinary person in the street can actually look for this money and start a business. The second element is you need to get involved in distributions of goods and services. Why? Because this is what people need. Wealth is created in the distribution of goods and services. I was reading a book by Mr. Pilzer, and he was saying that in the 1980s, any product, 50% of the product goes to manufacturing cost, 50% of the other 50% goes to the distribution costs. But in the year 2020, around 2010, 80% of the cost of the product is distribution costs, and 20% is the manufacturing cost. What does that tell you? That there is an opportunity for creating an incredible amount of wealth in distribution of goods and services. The third element is a global reach. You need to be able to reach a lot of people in order to create wealth. The more people you serve, the more income you're going to generate. Our company does business in over 50 countries around the world. In Africa, we do business in 14 countries, which covers a population base of about 450 million people. The fourth element is leverage. Leverage is a secret of very successful people. What is leverage? Leverage is when you find a way to multiply your time and your effort when you cooperate with other people. Think about this. You and I have 24 hours a day. You sleep 8 hours. Let me say you travel, eat, have meals, spend time with the family, another 8 hours or 7. Then you work 8, 9 hours a day. If you depended only on the time that you put in the business to be wealthy, you'll never be wealthy. Why? Because all of us have got time limitation. Let me give you an idea of what leverage is. Supposing I work 1 hour a day, I'm only paid in that 1 hour. Supposing I get 10 people that I cooperate with to create or to distribute our products. Now I have 11 people working 1 hour each, which is 11 hours. Supposing those 11 people have got 10 other people they're working with. That is 110 hours. Plus the other 11 is 121 hours. So if you leverage, you're increasing your income level by cooperating with other people. And there's a very well calculated compensation structure that enables anybody who has got courage to teach other people to create wealth. The fifth element is you need to get involved in consumable, high quality product. Because consumable products have got a repeat sale, high quality and unique products just ensures that the people who have used your products will come back for some more. Then you need a business system. What is a business system? A business system is a series of tools, procedures, and equipment that you implement in your business so that your business runs in your absence. And that is one of the keys to successful businesses. And the last element is timing. Timing is very important because if you start a business at the wrong time, it doesn't gain traction. Either it's too early or it's too late of the growth curve. Now, what is network marketing? Network marketing is a system of distribution of goods and services that cuts out the middleman between the manufacturer and the consumer, and in between you find a distributor like myself. In traditional business, between a manufacturer and the consumer, you would find between 5 and 15 different middlemen who keep adding to the cost of the product. And who pays for this? Is the customer who pays for all these additional costs. But you will find that middlemen don't actually add value to the product. They only add the cost to the product. So what we've done in our business, we've cut out all these middlemen. We don't have advertising in our company, in our business. We don't have retailers, no wholesalers. The products are explained to the customers so that the customer has very good information when they're making a buying decision. So we are paid for successfully referring customers to buy the product. The company has a way of monitoring this. So the products are researched and developed on your behalf. Sorry, there's somebody who is excited and you're putting some scribblings on my screen. On my screen, let me just remove that. Okay, so the company does research and develop the products on your behalf. This weekend at the convention we had in Pretoria, the Chief Science Officer of Neolife gave us a fantastic presentation on the Scientific Advisory Board, the group of scientists who develop our products. Okay? So the products are researched and developed on your behalf. That means you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You've got people who help you build your business. The sourcing of raw materials, the formulation of the products, the quality control, the packaging of the products, putting the products in different markets around the world, registering the company and the products in each market we do business, that has already been done on your behalf. Your only duty is to build a network of product users. Okay? So there are no qualifications required in our business except 3 things. 1 is the desire for success. Number 2 is teachability. Number 3 is just sheer hard work. Now, Neolife was started by Jerry Brasfield. Jerry Brasfield, when he was a teenager, had very, very serious asthma, and his mother gave him natural remedies. And when his life or his health improved, he decided to maybe this is an idea to share with other people. And that's how the vision and the dream of Neolife was born. But what has sustained Neolife for all these years since 1958, 65 years this year? The first is absolute honesty and integrity. Okay? We believe we need to tell our customers, the public, everybody who come in contact with us, the truth about the products and the business opportunity. The second is people are number 1. The most important resource we have in our business is people. If you don't have people, we don't have anything. The third is products that work. Neolife has put together a group of scientists called the Scientific Advisory Board to make sure we've got the best products in the marketplace. And these are scientists who are renowned in each of their field of expertise. Some of them work with the universities, some of them work with the scientific organizations, but they come together to formulate products and make sure our products are just the very best in the industry. The fourth element is equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody who starts the business starts at exactly the same level. And your success depends on how hard you work. It depends on how determined you are to become successful. So it's equal opportunity for everybody, man or woman, young or old, an engineer, a doctor, a plumber, a carpenter, anybody or everybody who starts at exactly the same level. And the last one is you need to have a long-range vision to become successful in our business. Initially, we said that you need a 2 to 5 year horizon to grow your business. Neolife started in 1958 in the USA, to came to South Africa in 1971, East Africa 96, 97, West Africa the year 1999 up to the year 2000, and the company keeps expanding to different borders or jurisdictions. If you're a guest, Neolife has come to your doorstep today. Now, why do people start this business? People start this business for so many different reasons. Some start the business because they want a better life for their children. Some start the business because they are tired of the toxic environment at the workplace. Some start the business because they want to support their parents or their children. Some start the business because they want to buy homes, buy good cars. Some start the business because they want to go for holidays or buy holiday homes. Some start the business because they want to make money. And some start the business because they want to be physically fit or healthy. So people start the business for so many different reasons. Now, when you start the business, you are partnering with a company which has got more than 60 years experience, operating in 50 different countries around the world, and is supported by the Scientific Advisory Board. This is a group of scientists I mentioned earlier, whose job is just to develop the fantastic products we have in our ranges. Which are these ranges of products? There are 4 ranges of products. The first one is called the Golden Home Care products. These are things like hair shampoos, things for cleaning your bathroom, your kitchen, your toilet, anything in your home that requires cleaning. We've got the products for you. Then we have the personal care range of products, hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion, products that you need to make yourself look neat and clean. Then you've got the skincare products. These are nutrients, organics, products to cleanse and detoxify your skin, to protect your skin from the environment, to balance and invigorate your skin. So you've got products for different types of skin. And then the last one is a health supplement. This is a high selling range of our business. Now, the health supplements are the highest selling range for a very simple reason. Your greatest wealth is your health. And when your health is finished, it means your mission in life is finished. We've got products that help with a lot of lifestyle-related illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, arthritis. All those things can be reduced to a minimum or prevented when you have good nutrition. Now, how do you build this business? You build this business by doing 3 things every day. We call them 3 daily success habits. The first is use of the products. You need to use the products every day by changing your shopping habits. You see, at the end of this month, whether you're in this business or not, you are still going to buy cleaning material. You are still going to buy some supplements. You're going to buy skincare products. So what we say is this: change your buying habit, change where you buy these products and buy from your own business. Now, because Neolife operates in over 50 countries, the company standardized the measurement of business using the point value system. 100 PV or 100 point values are roughly equivalent to $160. The next thing you do is to share the business by introducing other people to be users and promoters of the products. In this example, you've got 6 people you've introduced, plus yourself is 7. You've done a 700 PV unit, your income is about $45 a month, you become a manager. What do you do next? You help the people you brought into the business to do the same. Then, in this example, the person on the top right corner introduces 2, and those 2 introduce 2 each. You'll have built a 700 PV unit. Your income is about $90 after you build a business volume of 1,300 PV. The next thing is you train or you teach everybody in your team to duplicate or replicate what you do. Okay? Each of these people will have done 700 times 6 is 4,200 plus 100 PV of your own. 4,300, you become a director in the business. Your income is about 580 to 700 US dollars. Now, not everybody is going to be excited about being a distributor. Some people just want to buy the products, okay? And these people who wants to buy the products, they become customers and you make a net profit from them of 20% because they cannot buy the products from the company. The next thing is personal development. What is personal development? Personal development is when you take time to become a leader, to learn about the products, learn about the business, learn about how to build a group of product users in many different towns or different countries. Training, you've got support, you've got personal development, you attend seminars, you attend conferences, so that you can learn more about the business that we do. All right? Now, if you want to earn more money in this business, it's a very simple idea. Just help somebody else become successful in the business. Okay? And if you want to succeed a lot, make sure that you help as many people as you can to become directors in the business. If you help one more person become a director, you reach what we call the sapphire level, and your income is about $1,000 a month. If you help 3 people become directors, you become a Ruby director, your income is about $2,000 a month. If you help 6 people become directors, your income is about $5,000. You become a president's team member. And the more people you help to become successful, the higher your income. That is really how the business is structured. It is your own benefit to make sure the people you help become successful. So at this point, I want to invite a very successful young man. He's an Emerald director from Uganda. I don't know whether Bashir Masembe, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, please, Mr. Pascal.
How are you?
Oh, I'm very okay.
Wonderful. Good to see you. You know, somebody saw your picture on the invitation from a friend of mine from Nigeria. He said, even young people can succeed in this business.
Very much so.
Yeah, I was very, my heart was really warmed at seeing your picture and having those comments. So take it away and share with us your story.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Pascal, for the invitation. And thank you for sharing with us. Once again, my name is Masembe Bashir. I'm a medical doctor in Uganda, and I do this business part-time along my medical practice. So I'm very excited. I'm very delighted. I'm so happy to be here with you all. I'm very excited to share my story with you. And if you're here with us, you've made a very good choice. I mean, there are so many places you could be at such an evening, but you're here to hear about this opportunity that could impact so positively onto your life. So this business opportunity found me at a very sad moment in my life. Actually, I use the word that it found us as a family. We had just lost our dad, and we were desperate and destitute, so uncertain about the future. We didn't know how we are going to proceed. Me and 3 of my siblings, we were in high school at a very crucial stage in our education. I mean, dad being the breadwinner of the family, and he hadn't left much, unfortunately. So we did not know how we are going to proceed with our education. That is when this business opportunity found our family. At that time, my mom was pregnant with our last born. That left him pregnant, and she was in the last stage of pregnancy. So we really couldn't depend so much on her at such a time. So my older brother had embraced the business, courtesy of this Neolife opportunity. He was able to support us through high school. And when I completed high school in my Form 6 vacation, that is when I embraced this Neolife business opportunity. At the time, all I wanted was a little change to put me through campus. As you might know, campus university is a tough life. First of all, there's a lot of struggles. There is coursework. And for us, the medics, there is buying medical equipment, stethoscopes, thermometers, blood pressure measuring machines, among other things. There is transport to the different training facilities. You'll find the facilities where we do our training from may be a little bit far from where we stay. So sometimes you need to put in those transport fares to move here and there. And then there's a lot of hunger at university. Food is a problem for so many people. Actually, it's at campus where I met a meal called lapa. I mean, we know lunch, we know breakfast, we know supper. As university, we had a meal called lapa. Lapa was a combination of lunch and supper. So you would combine them together and have them as one single meal to save on the expenses. So, courtesy of Neolife business, I was able to survive all such situations. On top, medical school is so stressing. I mean, I've seen a number of people run mad from medical school because of the different stressful factors. But with Neolife, I had a comfortable, a healthy life through university. And I was able to graduate last year with a bachelor's in medicine and bachelor's in surgery, courtesy of this Neolife business. And after graduation, we usually have to do 1 year of internship. Internship is like training under supervision. And I was able to finish that too earlier this year. And now I'm a fully licensed medical doctor free to work independently. And as I completed my internship training, I also, as I was doing my business, Neolife business part-time, I qualified for a lifestyle trip to Serena Beach Resort and Spa in Mombasa. Now, if I want to tell you, traveling is fun. At any age, at any stage, traveling is so much fun. But traveling as a young man, as a young lady, as a youth, I tell you, that's crazy. It's out of this world. Traveling as a young man when you can still run a mile, when you can still eat a mountain of food, that is so much fun. I mean, Neolife had that, so it was such a perfect timing. I came at the time when I was done with my training, so I had some extra free time on my hands. So I was able to go for this trip without any worries. Serena Beach Resort and Spa, that place is so peaceful. It is so serene. The sceneries are so beautiful. When I talk about peace, being in the medical practice, working mainly in the emergency department, there's a lot of disturbance. I mean, people screaming here and there, people in pain. So when you get such an opportunity to be in such a peaceful place, it is much appreciated. Much appreciated. I mean, the comfort when sleeping. I mean, these were beds where you wouldn't want to get out of bed in the morning because of the comfort. But then you also remember there's so much fun waiting for you outside that bed. I mean, I had this housing unit with a balcony overlooking the beach. So waking up in the morning, just move out on the balcony, and the cool air from the ocean just comes and hits into my face. Even when you would breathe it in, it felt different from this air around our town. So the place was so beautiful. It's like they got all the things I love and put them in one place. As much as I love traveling, I also love food so much. I mean, coming from a small town, a village town in Uganda called Kasese, all I knew about food is that just one meal. I didn't know about having a main course, having a dessert. I didn't know we only had either one fork or a spoon. I didn't know that there are different types of forks. There are different types of spoons. There's also the knives. Actually, with Neolife, you get everything. Actually, before that, they had briefed us about how to handle all these. Unfortunately, there were no embarrassing situations. So there was so much food. I mean, you'd have a meal, then the next meal comes up when even the previous, you still full with the previous meal. That was so much fun. There was a lot of eating, all thanks to this Neolife opportunity. And with all that, when I talk to my upline, they say that is nothing compared to Mauritius. Next year, we have a trip to Mauritius, a very beautiful island. I mean, they've told me so much about it. I've looked up online and seen so many pictures about it. And at the moment, I just can't wait to be there and I see for myself this Mauritius that they've told me so much about what it's like. So these lifestyle trips are one of the things that excite me so much about this Neolife opportunity. If I talk about lifestyle, I mean I could talk until the sun rises. On another note, as a medical doctor, these days I saw many people. I see so many people with these diseases called the lifestyle diseases that Mr. Pascal talked about earlier. Things like diabetes, things like hypertension, arthritis, hormonal imbalances in ladies, prostate enlargements in men, among other things. So these diseases are on the rise. Diseases are called lifestyle diseases because they arise from the way we live, and mostly about our dieting. So you find someone who is taking about 30 pills a day. I mean 30 pills, you put them on a plate and they will make half a plate. These people are eating you find someone, it's like he's eating medicine as their food. And as you know, all these drugs come with side effects. You find someone is on drugs, but they look sicker than they were before starting this medication. And I've taken it upon myself to share these Neolife food supplements with these people. Realize that the environments we live in these days, it is very hard to eat healthy. It's close to impossible. For example, here in Uganda, you go to a restaurant, a good restaurant where they will have some vegetables. They will just put for you a spoon on the side of fried dodo, very fried with a lot of oils, all the nutrient values gone. And the only solution we have in this case is the Neolife food supplements. People need these food supplements. So I hope to touch as many lives as possible with these food supplements. The Neolife products have a stage at all levels. Someone who has not yet gotten the diseases, they need the food supplements. Someone who has the diseases, they need the food supplements as well, along with the medication. I'm trying to educate the population to inform them that these are food supplements, whereby you use them alongside the medication they are taking. Will only help them, the medications, to work better, for their bodies to respond better to these medications. And so that when someone is on this medication, they don't look sicker than they were before starting the medication. So with this Neolife opportunity, that is all possible. And the products aside, when we realize these days, it is hard to make it in life on one source of income. It's impossible to realize your dreams. My dreams of having a 3-storied house, having a country home with 2 cars in the parking, a Range Rover and a BMW, a swimming pool in the compound. It's impossible to realize that on a salary of medical fees. In the US, there is a lot of money in medicine, but that's not the case. Not the case when you're doing a job as a doctor. A salary cannot sustain the person. You cannot realize your dreams working for a salary. So with this Neolife opportunity, I hope to realize my dreams. I see my colleagues, you find someone doing three jobs, 2 jobs during the day. They have a night job. Someone has no time at all. You find someone looking sicker, a doctor looking sicker than the patient they are treating. The patients are sick, the health workers are sick, and the cycle continues. But with the Neolife products, we can break that. People are getting a lot of cancer, a lot of skin cancers from the different unhealthy skin products they're using. And yet with Neolife, we have very good quality products for cleaning, for skin care, among other things. Neolife has something for everyone. So I hope to share all these wonderful products with the people I encounter, my patients, my colleagues, among others. And with this Neolife opportunity, it has enabled me to become a better doctor. On top of helping me to realize my dream of being a doctor, Neolife has made me a better doctor. The personal development, my confidence is good, my interpersonal relation skills, the social skills relating with seniors, relating with patients, relating with co-workers, all that is better courtesy of this Neolife business. So Neolife has done so much for me and my family. At the moment, we have a pharmacist who is also doing her internship. We have an engineer who is graduating this December. We have an upcoming lawyer, a lawyer for the family. We realize our family, we had other professions, we had no engineer. So we have someone who has a dream of, we had no lawyer, we have someone who has a dream of being a lawyer, among other things. And we've been able to realize this courtesy of this Neolife business. Sometimes I sit down and wonder, where would we be if it wasn't for Neolife? I wonder how we would have been able to continue with our education if it wasn't for this Neolife opportunity. So, if this Neolife opportunity has done so much for me, for my family, it has done so much and is still doing so much, it feels like it's just the beginning. The sky is the limit. So if this opportunity has done so much for me and is still doing that much, it can also do the same or much more for you. I hope and pray that we succeed together in this Neolife opportunity. In Neolife, you say you're in business for yourself, but not yourself. You win when everyone wins. So with those few words, I hope and wish you success in this business. Asante sana.
Thank you very much, Masembe. That was really a touching story. And I was laughing to myself when you said that the doctor is more sicker than the patient. Actually, I found that to be quite funny. Thank you so much for your wonderful story. I'm sure that, in fact, people have sent comments here that it's a very, very, very moving story. And all of us can benefit from not only Masembe's story, but also all of us can become the story that we've just had if we only put our mind and our hearts into to the business. So thank you so much, Bashir. We really appreciate you sharing your story with us.
You're welcome, Mr. Pascal.
Thank you. So one of the things the company has done is to make sure that the business becomes efficient, taking advantage of technology. If you want to order products, you can order them online. If you want to register new distributors, you can do that online. When you start the business, the company creates for you your back office. It simply means you can get access to the company's information and track the growth of your business on a daily basis, 24 hours a day. Training is done locally and internationally using online services. I've seen some of our friends from Botswana. In fact, one of the ladies we met at the convention, Chedu, I've seen her in the meeting today. Some of our friends from Nigeria, Fagbemi, our team in East Africa, West Africa, some of our friends from the US, Jocelyn Marangu. So this business is international, that you can train the business from anywhere in the world you're taking advantage of the technology. Delivery of products, the company contracts courier companies where they conduct businesses to deliver products to our customers and our distributors. Payment of bonuses is done electronically or EFT or by mobile money. So the company is making the business as efficient as possible. Talking about conventions, this is the one coming in Dar es Salaam on the 28th of October. If you are in East Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, do not miss this event. Do not miss. This is the one last year. The one for Pretoria this year was in Pretoria this last weekend. We had a fantastic time, over 1,500 people. We had a really, really magnificent guest who shared with us on how to develop the right mindset to become successful. Do not miss the convention in your region. On the 21st of October is the one in Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria, make sure you go for the convention, but don't go alone. Go with 2 or 3 or 4 of your teammates, and each of your teammates go with guests if you really want this business to grow. How do you get started in the business? Speak to your sponsor, that is the person who invited you. They'll give you an application form. In Botswana is between the 670, 1,350 pula. In South Africa, 870 to 1,880. In Kenya is 8,700 to 11,000 shillings. In Nigeria is 32,000 or 40,000 naira. Tanzania 159,000 or 201,000 Tanzania shillings. Uganda is 238,000 or 295,000 Uganda shillings. In USA is $75. Togo is 45,300 or 60,300 francs CFA. In Italy, 64 euros. In Ghana is 700 cedis or 1,130 cedis. Cameroon is 56,000 or 68,000 francs CFA. So this is what you need to start your business in different markets, whichever market you're in. The power of leverage. Most people, if asking for a question, do you want $1 million in cash or 1 cent doubled every day for 31 days? If you chose the first item, the $1 million is what you get. But if you chose number 3, 1 cent doubled daily for 31 days, that's 10.7 million. That is the power of leverage. And that is the power we use in our business to become successful. What you need to succeed, remember, success begins with a decision. Only when you decide is when you become successful. If Bashir did not make the decision to join the business when he was still a student, he wouldn't be here. First, as a doctor, completing his education. Number 2, a successful Neolife distributor. Okay? Number 2, so after you made a decision, you need to know what you want. What is your dream? What is it what do you desire to obtain? Number 2, you need to find out what you need to know and learn. You need to be teachable. Number 3 is hard work, discipline, guts, persistence. Number 4 is belief in yourself and your sponsor and Neolife. You don't need faith anymore in this business because faith is evidence of things unseen. All of us have seen successful people in the business. What you need to do is to believe in yourself that you can also succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all of you very much for spending this evening with us, with Bashir and myself. And those of you who are guests, get back to the person who invited you. They will show you how to get started, and success is yours if you decide to. Thank you, good night, and God bless you.